So obviously he was the first person I told because that's what I thought at the time. Like nothing was wrong with my body. Nothing was wrong at all. And it was the 31st and I threw up some water. I'm like, why am I throwing up water? Like, and I'm like, okay, am I ready to come on? But I'm like, no, that's not it. And I literally heard a voice, go get a pregnancy test. I'm like, what you talking about? So I go get one. I got a cheap one and I got I guess an expensive one, I don't know. And I took the so-called name brand one first. And before I took it, I said, God, now if you listen to me, let your will be done. And I'm saying let your will be done, but I'm really saying let my will be done. I don't want nothing to be. So, I'm on the toilet and I pull it back up.
This episode of the Rare Moment Podcast is coming to you sponsored by the Charlotte Podcast Studio. If you are in the Charlotte area, surrounding areas, I don't know what's around. I just moved back here. I don't know. But they're bringing you the best content when it comes to anything podcast related. No matter what you want to talk about, what you want to do, they will get you covered. And if you say Ramon sent you, they might help you out, but that's between me and you, okay? Don't tell nobody. Click the link down below, and the website is right here, charlottepodcast.studio. Come check them out.
College.
But
I had a good time,
did we
though.
not like it?
Yeah, I liked, things outside of college.
Okay.
I like the freedom.
Okay.
How about that? I like the freedom.
Okay. Was that like your first time away from home?
Yes.
Okay. Where's home?
Home is Danville, Virginia.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But you got an Oakland number. Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay. We'll get to that. I'm just saying. I was a little confuzzled.
That's how you got to confuse the enemy.
Okay, confuse them. We don't know.
That's all.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of A Rare Moment with Ramon Reed. Hey, y'all, what are we doing? I totally missed our cue. Totally audio control. You know what? On your job, my bad. That's what we normally do. Okay. We enter into the episode and I do the whole thing and we be clapping, right? But we back, y'all. The number one podcast for the go-getters, for those who want to elevate, for those who want to be better, for those who want to have bright teeth, clear skin, straight eyebrows, body right, 6 to 8 pack, whatever you're working with, okay? Everybody can't reach an 8. I get it. What else? For those who love the Lord, for those who put that drip on, for those who wake up with a smile, for those who wake up grateful, welcome back. We're so glad to have you here. Listen. It's been a lot going on out here, and I'm coming with a hot topic straight off the rip. I don't think, you know what, let me think. I'll give it about 3 months till black folks start shopping back in Target again. I'm serious, because I feel like we as a people have difficulty coming together as a unit in order to affect permanent change. We have to permanently change. Oh my God, y'all, that's good. Y'all aren't hearing me. Y'all don't want to have no church. In order to affect permanent change, we have to change, and that means like the ways that we are born with literally have to change. Like genetically, we have to be rewired to like come together and do different things. Like I feel like our unity is good for 2 weeks and then we start to just trickle off and we fall straight back into the system like they want us to. Now I'm gonna tell you something right now. I went to go get some EOS lotion, y'all. I gotta be honest. This is transparency. I went into Target. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I feel free.
I'm so sorry.
Because I can tell y'all what I did. I went and got some Palmer's Fade cream from Target yesterday. And I got some Utz chips.
Chips?
I know.
You could have got that from anywhere else, though.
But it just caught my eyes.
You gave them too much. You gave them too much. All I gave them was the lotion. Because you go somewhere else, the lotion $10. I need the 6.
But the Palmer, I know, I needed that. And I was like driving by, and when I looked on the Google, it was like Target. And listen, I'm sorry.
The problem is Target has a lot of the stuff that I like.
Yeah.
And nowhere else has it.
Then I got some frozen pizzas too. Does that make it?
Frozen pizzas?
Yeah.
You got frozen pizzas?
It's like organic.
From the Target?
Is that like not a good thing?
No, you got it from the Target. That's the point. See, this is what I'm talking. This is my point right
here.
Talking
about me. Oh my God, you're talking about me.
Not you being a part of the statistic. Oh my God.
That's why I don't be transparent. No, I'm take it back.
Y'all, I'm just saying I can't lie. I also went in there to find a new EOS
Thank you.
body oil, but it's sold out everywhere, so I'm gonna have to hit it up online. Please forgive me. I know I said last week that we are sticking with Target. I mean, we are sticking together as a unit. We are not shopping there, but guys, I had to go. I mean, every time I would drive by, I would get an itch, just like.
You really like that lotion? I don't think it really do.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Not today.
Sorry.
I don't know why you thought today was a good day.
I'm
to say
sorry.
that.
I just want to be. I'm saying like you falling for that trend.
No.
I got asked you like 5 minutes later. Let me tell you the real good lotion, Aveeno.
No, you didn't.
Aveeno.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Just
Aveeno,
do
if
that.
you see me, sponsor
Not on
me.
this platform.
Aveeno like that.
Did you? No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. Which
You want to
one?
be in denial
Which
because you
one?
want to follow the trend with EOS, and EOS is nice, but
It's
and then-
EOS.
Excuse me, I
It's
repent.
EOS.
EOS doesn't
Okay.
really provide that moisture. It's temporary, just like the things of the world. It's temporary. We going there. It's temporary, but Aveeno is long lasting.
We going there.
Like the word, it ain't gonna fail you. So Aveeno is like that.
Really?
Yes, I'm telling you, especially the one for dry skin. It's really good.
I don't know. I've tried the oatmeal one. Is it the one with the oatmeal in it?
No, I got just the regular Aveeno for dry skin.
That doesn't help me.
Have you got the Aveeno for dry skin?
I think I have.
No, you have to see when you say you think you're not sure.
Well, I don't normally get a vino. That's what
Exactly. So
you know.
until you get it, stay it.
Well, I don't think I want to get it. You know.
You want to stay with EOS,
Right. I
Eos.
found what. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Minister
Okay.
E.
One with Deacon Aveeno.
See, you got to watch them deacons. See that? You got to watch the deacons, y'all. I have a phenomenal guest on today. I'm so excited. I was actually talking to her before we started filming, and I was saying that I have had her basically pinned for at least 6 months now, just wanting her to come on the podcast. She shares so many phenomenal and needed and timely messages on her Instagram and I mean all her socials. But I just knew if I was to get in front of her, if we were to have a conversation, it was going to be a great one. I'm saying this at the beginning of the episode because I know what this episode is about to be like. So guys, today we have none other than Miss Worldwide. Yeah. Clap it up real fast. I'm so excited to have you in the building. Like, how have you been? What's been going on?
I've been good.
Yeah.
Not too much has been happening.
Okay.
I've just been consistent with my content and taking
Right.
breaks when I need to.
You really
because
have.
I believe in pouring in yourself before you pour into others to make your content more authentic,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you do. But since I speak to people and I live what I speak,
Mm-hmm.
and every time I pour out, it requires virtue. So I have to get that back into me from the one who sent me. So Yeah.
You know, when I was younger, and I was like staying with my mom, and I was like on the TV shows and whatnot, she would always encourage me to like post because I mean, I'm funny. I was funny then. I'm still funny now. But I would just be like, Mom, I don't feel it. Like, I don't think it's time for me to record something. But she would be like, no, Ramon, like the people waiting on you. You just had the video. And then every time I would post a video and I literally just didn't feel it, it just wouldn't blow off. It wouldn't go viral. Like, it wouldn't get the normal amount of numbers that it would normally get. But as soon as I was like, yeah, it's time to record, boom, I mean, thousands. So I think it's very important to be tender and like know when and when not you need to turn the camera on. Like, how do you gauge that?
Well, I think it's important that we understand that it's about the obedience and not the numbers. And that's the last video I left off at, because I want the people of God to understand that when he calls you to do something like speaking to people or just, getting on camera, it's not about the feedback. It's about the obedience. It could be that one person that you just need to make laugh, that one person I have to speak to, so it's not about the normality of, okay, I get 100,000 every time. No, I can get 10,000, but that one person got fed.
Come on.
And God was pleased. That's all that matters. And sometimes God will take you through a dry season, like you'll post and you still not hitting those regular numbers, but he's testing you. Are you doing it for me or are you doing it for them?
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I think that's where I'm at right now because I've switched. Like this year for me, I really wanted it to be intentional because last year was a year of impulse, which is what I needed. Like, I needed to learn from my impulse decisions and understand why it's not good to make decisions quickly like that, But now I'm being really intentional this year about what I post, about how it looks, about who I let on my platform. And now since I'm doing that, I'm not getting the numbers that I usually get from what I like to call brain rot content, which is easy to get like those high numbers from doing the dances or doing like what using all the hooks and everything. Everybody a social media whiz out here now. I don't know when everybody just became professional social mediaist, but anyway, Intentional. Train of thought. Lord have mercy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's bad for me.
While you get a train, can I wreck it a little bit?
You can.
I think while you focus on intentionality, it's okay. While you're focusing on intentionality, a better word for that is substance. This generation isn't used to substance, so God is just true. As He is raising you higher. Because if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19. I'm 28. So by you being 19, that's amazing. You got to give yourself grace.
Yeah.
You've accomplished so much at such a young age than most, even myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to give yourself grace. You're doing amazing. From my eyes, it's like in everything from scrolling on Netflix to the podcast, you are at 1 million every time.
Thank you.
So you got to realize there's some people that see you right here every single time, and those are the people that that you want to reach. Right. So it's just like for you, substance.
Yeah.
God is giving you substance, and that's what you want to provide to the people.
Yeah. And
it's not about the numbers now; it's about later.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really gonna
come. I always say the through line to success is consistency. Like, when you look at anything or anyone who has been successful, no matter who they are or whoever they serve, like they've been consistent. They showed up every time, no matter what people were saying. They were willing to look stupid to this one person so they could look like $1 million to these 1 million people, and like even I find myself I stop myself like looking at my views and I'd be like 5,000, but then I think, well, what about 500 people in a room? What about 500 people showing up to your event? 500 people, it just anywhere, right. And that's a lot of people. That's a lot of support. Yes. So I have to continue to remind myself that it's really not about the numbers. It's really, it's exactly what you said. It's about impacting lives. And I think last year, last year was really a year for me, which we might get into.
Okay. Be patient. I know.
I saw it too.
Build a team.
But last year was really a year for me. And I think last year I was super locked in on the numbers. And I kept hearing, like, if you just focus on the impact, if you focus on changing lives. And I'm like, well, I want to be making money too. But once I detached from the money and just like really let go of expectation, I've never felt freer. Like, I feel fantastic. So let's take me back real fast. How do we become Miss Worldwide? How do we start posting? How do we find the messages to post?
Okay, well, I've always been like a good talker my whole entire life.
What's that?
Ain't no COVID or nothing. Okay. No, I had my sinuses break out like a couple days ago.
You had them what?
The little Clorox.
You had them who?
Sinuses, like allergies.
Oh, okay. I thought you said cleaned out or something.
No, you can clean this up because I haven't coughed.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, yes. So, where was I at?
I was asking you, how do you find the messages to post? How did you become Miss Worldwide? Start posting.
Okay, so I started posting as Miss Worldwide March 11th of 2021, but that's where I was at. I've been a great talker my whole life, and I started to find my purpose like when I was in a very dark space of my life. Like God met me in the dark. You get what I'm saying? And he's just like, start Wisdom with Worldwide on Wednesdays. I'm like, are you insane? Like, I'm looking up like, are you insane? Like, you see the place that I'm in and you want me to be used right here. That's why I'm so adamant with my platform. Everybody's welcome, no matter where you're at or what you do. It's not my job to change you or transition you. My job is to meet you and love you. That's it.
Yeah.
God, this is why I say some plant, some water, but God is going to get the increase.
Right.
So it's just like he met me right there. And I just started, because I'd already had a couple videos up. If you scroll down on my reels, I'd already had a couple videos up from 2020, a little bit in at the beginning of 2021, but I started being consistent after March 11th of 2021. Okay. And I just took off as Miss Worldwide. I'd always been like worldwide. I had worldwide model, but when I seen the speaking taking off, I'm like, Worldwide Speaks.
Yes.
And I'm just big on just starting. You don't have to have it all together. Just go. Yeah. Go with what you got. Take a phone, put it up, and just do what God told you to do with what you have. Yeah. He knew when he called you what you had in your hand. Yeah. Just like the woman that went to Elijah, she only had a little bit. Elijah took it and doubled it. All you got to do is just go.
All you have to do.
That's it. I took that little phone and I put it up, and next thing you know, yeah. But it wasn't quickly though. Right. Because God's not going to take you up too fast if you know you're not ready.
You won't be able to handle it.
Exactly. Character. Yeah. God is getting on the character. Yeah. I'm getting comments. Woo. I've been through it. But I thank God so much because of who I am today. Yeah. So that's why I tell people don't be in a rush to get up there, because if you get up there too fast, you won't make it. That's why you see a lot of celebrities, they're dying early. Yeah. And even if they're not physically dying, they're spiritually dying. Yeah. And you can see it in them. Yeah, got up there too fast. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, take your time.
I find in a lot of people's stories, especially like just God turning their trials into triumph. And I would love to talk about just like that dark space you were in, because I feel like the specifics matter, you know, because a lot of times I'm
trying to get in my business. I can see it.
I don't know. We've had this conversation.
You my kind of message.
But the specifics matter, you know? And I feel like when people are able to relate to a situation like directly, like, oh my God, that's me, and see somebody in or see themselves in someone else's story, I feel like that's important for people to identify with. So like, what was that time for you?
Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. I was pregnant and alone, but I took accountability because I wanted the child and he didn't, and he had every right to make his choice, and I made mine. And yes, so I went through it by myself. I was lonely and I was scared.
What does that feel like?
Like in that moment?
Yeah. Like, what does it feel like finding out that you're pregnant? What does it feel like telling him and him, I'm not sure if he wasn't receptive, but him just not agreeing with the choice that you made.
So imagine two of them not being receptive, because I didn't know I was pregnant. I had went on with somebody else.
Oh my God.
We getting messy.
God.
We getting messy.
Okay.
It's getting messy. It's getting messy. But I mean, hey.
Right.
I'd rather say it before somebody else do.
Of course.
So yeah, I had, that was that. It was one night checkup with the original donor. And then,
donor is, we'll move.
Yeah. So, and then the other guy, we were just good friends and things like that. And I was trying not to do nothing at night, but he kept looking at me. Then he leaned on me. I said, go ahead now.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It gets
and then he just ended up inside. I said, what? How did that happen?
God.
Oh my God.
Close the door.
How did you get in here?
Close.
He got in there again.
How did you get in here? Close the door.
Yeah.
I thought we had the ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what happened?
Oh my God.
He rung it and it just opened.
Yeah.
And then just fast forward to October 31st.
Yeah.
That was the day I found out I was pregnant.
Okay.
So, I never threw up or anything randomly. And it was never like a PMS symptom or nothing. Didn't cramp. I'm talking about I had the smoothest pregnancy ever.
Really?
What?
Wow.
You didn't even know no baby was in there unless she kicked.
Wow.
So it was just like,
so you just in there vibing.
Yeah. So, okay, listen, I got the dates down packed. One thing about me, I know like my body, I know the dates, everything.
Yes. You said you're analytical.
Analytical, yep.
Right.
And this is just, we going, fuck it.
Right, we here.
So September 17th was the one night checkup, right? And then I went to...
Go ahead.
You keep on laughing.
No.
You laugh.
I just like to laugh.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. Keep saying your teeth in my periphery. Okay. So then, me and the girls went to Atlanta at the end of that month.
Oh, no.
That's what you got to realize, though. I'm going on like... It wasn't supposed to be...
Shouldn't have went to the A.
That's what I'm saying. No, it was just a good time with the girls and stuff like that. Smooth trip. Yeah, it was a trip. I'm going on with my life.
Right.
Didn't think nothing of it. Beginning October. And just to be clear, I had blocked him after we did that. Because that was...
You blocked him?
Yeah. Well,
why?
Because it won't be nothing.
But
you and I both knew that it was never going to be nothing.
So you just decided to block him after that?
Because we don't, and that wasn't our first time shacking up.
Oh, okay. So you didn't want the process to continue?
No, it wasn't even
the cycle.
It wasn't even no cycle. It would just.
But you said it wasn't your first time.
Just because it wasn't the first time doesn't mean that it was a cycle. I just knew to call when I wanted.
Well, that's a cycle.
That ain't no cycle. A cycle
is something that continues.
That was the second time shacking up, so it ain't no cycle.
Okay.
If that was the second time shacking up, that ain't no cycle. I feel like it was three. Three makes it a cycle.
I ain't even gonna argue with you. Okay.
You gonna let me believe it? Thank you.
I'll give you 3.
Okay.
No lie. 3 makes sense.
That's what I'm like. You got to see what I'm saying. Like the first time, boop-a-doop-a-doop. And I like that boop-a-doop-a-doop.
Right. But you were okay. So you wanted to stop creating a cycle.
No, we just did. I think
you were in the process.
You know what? I see where your mind is. That you're trying to comprehend why would you block him after that? I blocked him the first time after that because it was just like we couldn't really connect.
But you said
we couldn't connect.
You said y'all got together again.
Yeah, because I wanted to connect with that, not that. We couldn't connect up here, so I went down here.
Right.
Exactly, and
but
that was just that.
After the first time, you blocked him.
Yes.
Right, but the second time,
I blocked him too.
Again, so you unblocked him. Talk to him.
Oh, you trying to figure out how we still?
Yeah,
because we had a mutual friend at the time.
Okay.
Hey, you got a mutual, and so. That's what you're trying to understand.
Okay, yeah. I just want
like,
understanding.
Okay, you ask
clarity.
questions. See, I like it. Okay,
Yes.
ask me questions.
Yes. I'm a
really
communicator. Okay.
So it's just like, yeah, I was like, all right, cool. We're gonna leave it at that because we couldn't connect intellectually. I'm a very intellectual person. But it's just like, all right, cool, it ain't no big deal. Because I didn't think we would go far anyway because of my original intention, like hearing the rumors. That's the reason that even occurred. Because, you know, as women, like, or men, y'all hear stuff like, if it's good, you ever heard stuff about it?
Absolutely.
Okay, you want to try for yourself?
Yeah, me and my brothers have crazy conversations.
Yeah, and they be like, you want to try for yourself? So the girls is talking and I'm listening. I'm like, okay.
Well, I don't want to. If I hear somebody else has something good going on, I don't want to try for myself.
What you mean?
If we're talking about, so if you're talking about, you hear somebody, this man's pain is good. He's got good pain.
Yeah, but this ain't the person that had none.
No, I know.
Okay.
We just talking about it.
Okay.
Right? So you hear a man has good pain.
Right.
You're saying you want to try it for yourself.
At that time, it was just because it was a mutual friend, and she was giving me the scope and everything, and I'm like, all right, he sound cool. We're gonna try to talk and things like that and connect, and it wasn't working. So I'm like, let me see if this gonna work.
Right. What I'm saying is, I don't want to try it for myself because you said, well, you know, you want to try it. No, I don't know.
You don't. I don't know. You don't want to try a woman. So if you heard,
I'll find it. I have to discover. I'm a discoverer.
Oh, instead of you having conversation. But you gotta realize, and I get what you said, I'm on that side too. But
absolutely.
In this situation, it was a mutual friend, so why not get the scoop out? Why not?
But how does the mutual friend know?
Rumors. I mean,
rumors.
Look at you. You digging. You investigator. I would never know. I'll be real with you. I would never know. And I just believe like they were just free.
Okay.
What you trying to say?
Nothing. This is a judgment-free zone.
No, I'm saying what you thinking. Like, well, I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about what you feeling.
I'm thinking.
You thinking there's more to it?
No. I'm thinking he definitely popped her butt.
Oh, you my type of messy. I never really sat on that.
Not messy at all. Just.
Oh, that's just like our lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a.
Okay.
It's a good lingo. Like not a bad messy. It's just like a. Oh, I can't.
I don't like, but I'm very put together. I don't like messy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you really into the words. Okay, you know what I'm saying like this. You're my kind of energy.
It's okay. You don't have to fix it. Yeah. I get it.
Okay, you get it.
I get it. You don't got to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah. You already messed it up.
Okay. My God, just don't be silly. You not like it.
Right.
I like it.
But I think that he absolutely was up.
You think he did?
Absolutely.
You is. Wow. I would never want to. I mean, but she was just. She was just.
Go ahead. My bad.
She was telling me about what the other girls were saying.
Oh my. Okay.
Yes.
How old were you at this time?
23.
23.
I was 23. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So go back. You're in Atlanta. Okay. You vibing.
Yeah, this was after the shack up or whatever.
We're following.
It was a good time and things like that, and everything was fine. And I got back. I had just got my new crib, on October 10th. And
were you staying here at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
I was still here. And the other guy, we had already been like cool. We had been talking throughout the year on and off. Like we had a bond, like good friends for real. And so he had came over. And we were just talking. That was like the vibe because we had agreed like we wouldn't be active no more because we didn't want feelings like to cross, like we didn't want to cross that boundary. And that was a conversation we agreed upon. So that's why I'm like, when he came over, remind you, I had like a Hello Kitty onesie on and I threw my wig on, like no kind of intention. Because one thing about me, I'm intentional in that act, but in that moment, I'm like, all right, cool, we're not on that anymore.
Right.
So I ain't put no effort. So I'm like, he came in, we talking, just chatting it up, laughing, like good friends, and. Time go by. Next thing you know, he come.
Hey, let's turn this movie on.
Yeah, he come. No, we didn't cut no movie on. We were just. I'm talking about that was our bond. Just really talking about everything.
Fantastic.
Very safe, very comfortable. So remind you, so you could lay up on the bed. And I'm like, all right, cool. And he leaned over me. I said, friends don't lean on each other. He said, yes, they do.
No, they don't.
I said, go ahead.
Hands up, don't shoot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all right, now I'm trying not to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that. I'm like, Lord, I know it's true, but I failed. And that was that. And all right, cool. And so obviously he was the first person I told because that's what I thought at the time. Like nothing was wrong with my body. Nothing was wrong at all. And it was the 31st and I threw up some water. I'm like, why am I throwing up water? And I'm like, okay, am I ready to come on? But I'm like, no, that's not it. And I literally heard a voice, go get a pregnancy test. I'm like, what you talking about? So I go get one. I got a cheap one and I got a, I guess an expensive one, I don't know. And I took the the so-called name brand one first. And before I took it, I said, God, now if you listen to me, let your will be done. And I'm saying let your will be done, but I'm really saying let my will be done. I don't want nothing to be. So, I'm on the toilet and I pull it back up. I'm like, Lord, what is that? I said, no. They say them name brand ones do be faking a little bit. So then I took
was it one with like the little digital?
Okay. I said they be messing up. Right. So I went to the cheap one and they came back. I said, now God, I said, let your will be done. Right. But I'm still in my heart, mind. Right.
Your will.
And I said, wait a second. And it didn't register all the way. First person, mom. Calling my mom. And then, she paused. She was like, well, you lay down, you're going to take care of it. That's what it is. And that was that. And then I told that,
How did that conversation go?
A lot of nerves. Yeah. He told his friends, and honestly, I would have never told the original had he not told his friends because there's a mutual involved. And I'm like, oh my God. But anyways, we're going to get to the place of how I even got to the original. So this guy, he told his friends and,
Because right now, just to clarify, you're telling the wrong man.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm telling we're going to call him Good Bond.
Good,
James Bond.
Okay,
we'll call him James Bond.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're going 007.
Okay.
So we're talking to 007 right now.
Right.
We texted a lot. He told his friends. He's at a party. He's trying to process everything. And I'm just like, what you want to do? And I'm not ready. That little speech. Yeah. All right, cool. I ain't tripping. At first, I was like, you know what? I could abort. I was thinking about it. And then fast forward, we go to the appointment. You follow me?
I am.
So October 31st was the day I found out.
You in 007?
Me and 007.
At the appointment?
We at the no. Right. We found out the 31st and we went to the appointment, I think, November, was it 16? I don't know. I got the dates in my phone. But we went in the middle.
The fact of the matter is you there with Good Bond.
I'm there with Good Bond. Remind you, in my mind, everything's still fine. Like, I'm not. Right. I'm not registered nothing. So we there. We get back to the ultrasound room. They put this thing on the screen. I said, like a big ass teddy bear. I said, that baby been in there. And we had the mask on at the time. So I'm looking at him on my periphery. I said, damn. Oh. Damn. Oh. Damn.
Pooski been cooking for a minute.
Messy. And he go, the lady. Oh, looks like, she was saying he. Look like he's been in there. He's doing good. And remind you, she don't know nothing. I'm like, girl, lady, shut up and get out the room. You too happy for this depressing moment. Here you go. He looking. I could tell his eyes was burning. If he could burn me, lasers with his eyes. Oh, my
God.
I'm like, damn. I'm going to keep it high with you. So listen, it's two parts to the appointment. You got the ultrasound and you come back to the waiting room. Then you go back to the doctor's room and they give you the feedback. So we come to the sit-out room and he just looking at me. And I said, I'm going to keep it high with you. I told him right there so he could leave if he wanted to. I told him right there. I said, look, that ain't yours. Let me tell you that now. I had no idea. You get what I'm saying? I've been fine. So 3 months. That baby been cooking. I'm talking about cooking. I got the ultrasound picture to this
legs
day.
And feet.
Legs, feet. We think we can get it ready.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Knees and toes. Literally. And I'm like, this is why do I have to have the BT Plus movie life? Why? This don't make no sense. But yeah, that was that. And I told him, and
he wasn't receptive.
I wouldn't say he wasn't receptive. If anything, I'm like, you got what you want. Remember, you weren't ready either. So I'm like, at the end of the day, like, so we get back to the other part, and he stayed. All right, cool. Because like I say, we got a good bond outside of that.
Right.
Of course, emotions kind of rose up in that situation, but outside of that, he know how I really am and how I get down. So it was just like obviously a mistake. So we continue talking about it. I told him who and everything. Like I'm raw. I'm like, this is dead. The dates date back to this individual. And then he starts spilling beans. I'm thinking he the one that didn't want and didn't care. Come to find out he was telling his friends all over everything. And one of the friends was mutual of his. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta tell this man. Okay, because you gotta realize it's gonna come out like, okay, if it's not his, then whose? And I'm like, oh my Lord.
And you don't want to be that girl.
Yeah, I'm not that girl. No, I just told it like it was. Like I'm a woman. If I can sit on you, I can look directly at you and take accountability for my actions.
You got to.
Period.
You got to.
Let's make that clear.
Right.
So after that, After the appointment, we talked about everything, and I went and called the original, and I unblocked him, and I called him. Oh, he was, woo! That motherfucker got a temper on him. You hear me? Temper.
Okay.
You blocked me for 2 months ago.
Oh my God. Which?
Listen, he got it right, but I'm like, you act like, but what's kind of throwing me off is like,
Don't do
it wasn't
that.
no feelings there. So I'm like, why are you acting like this is confused? You got to hold on.
Don't do that.
Hear me out. You're confusing
I'm
me.
hearing you.
Why are you upset when you knew it was never anything? But I get why you feel away because there's a potential baby, but you doing too much, like as if it's more than a baby. You get what I'm saying? Like going off. Are you hearing me?
I am hearing you, and I'm listening to you.
Let me hear your point of view because you got something to say.
I do. I think he's absolutely valid in that response.
Definitely.
With that sentiment of you gonna block me and then come back at me with this. Like that's crazy. That's why I asked you, why did you block him in the first place? Right? So I think like if somebody was to do that to me, and I'm like, you for real right now? Like when you just blocked me for this amount, are you serious? Like he's right.
Okay.
I feel like
it's pieces that I'm not telling, but I'm
right.
Okay.
And for you not to know you were pregnant, you did the correct thing. Like, hey, I don't want this to go nowhere. I'm a block. But I think I'm not even sure how you proposed this situation to him as well. But like I think just coming out of the blue with some hot information like that, it's a lot.
No, and he has. It's not that I took away from the validity of his feelings.
Right.
It's the fact that you act like you don't know why you're blocked. That's what's getting me. It was never anything.
He did something to get him blocked.
He was just like I said, we couldn't connect intellectually and up here and things like that.
You want to move?
Huh?
You want to move? On?
Oh, we ain't got to move. We already here now.
Okay.
I might as well just lay it out because the world gonna know.
Right. Well, you leaving something out. I think that's adhering to my disconnect.
Okay. All right. So it's not I'm leaving anything out per se. It's just like the small stuff, and I just really was cutthroat at the time. Very cutthroat. I mean, I still kind of am.
I understand that. Because I used to be that way as well. Bad. We was just talking about it. Like I've been I don't want to say.
No. We ain't moving. We here. No, we here. Nigga, we here.
I just said this.
No, say it again.
I just said
again.
It.
While I'm here.
I've been blocked by all of my exes, right? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, now.
Yeah.
But I was just in a moment of transparency with the pod. And I was like, listen, y'all, I've been blocked by all of my exes. I think that's because I think I'm a lot. Like I think it's a lot to I'm serious. I promise you, I am not cheating. I'm not doing anything crazy. Like if you've ever been broken up with by me, or if I've ever broken up with you, I've called you, I've taken you out to dinner, like it's a thing, right? But I think through that honesty that I shared, they leave, they recognize that they don't get that level of honesty frequently anywhere else. They come back. I'm also honest with this will not go anywhere else past a friendship now, right? And then once emotions get involved and expectations become higher, once they forget what I told them, that I'm not interested in a deeper relationship right now, I think they get hurt all over again. When I don't fulfill the boyfriend duties that I suppose that they're expecting me.
Or they're used to. Now, I respect that, but you got to realize, okay, I need the grace. Like, if you're watching me, you can think whatever, but you got to give me that grace at 23.
Yes.
Beautiful, flourishing, fresh out of college. Like, my emotional maturity wasn't where it is today. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So blocking was just like quicker versus just like having that conversation, sitting down and things like that. But in our case, I didn't think that was needed. But now that I look back, I'm like, okay, his feelings were valid. But I didn't think that any feelings occurred. I'm like,
a conversation is always needed.
But the thing about it, like, he's yelling about, you blocked me for 2 months and then come tell me this. I'm like, you act like you were contacting me in between time. But then I thought about it. I said, oh shit, I would never know.
You would have never known.
And I think he did say he did. But I'm like,
Nice.
you know how to find me the fuck. You knew how to find me. Stop acting stupid. Like, you got an attitude for nothing. You knew how to find me.
He was probably emailing. He was probably sending you cash apps.
Well, no.
Cash app, no. Hey, listen,
my email wasn't public at the time. Nor was my cash app. Yeah, like.
Nor was the cat.
No,
but he had your number, though.
But the thing about it, he did have my number. But the flip part, the mutual friend. So you knew how to find me. That's why I'm like, y'all got to think. Put your critical thinking skills together. You going off about not talking for 2 months, but you could have found me, and if you really wanted to.
You're saying if he wanted to talk to you that bad, he could have found you.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm not going to play like it's not that I didn't want to talk to him, it's just like, I like you for this one thing.
Right.
And that's just that. And we can talk when it's time for that, because I don't feel like up here we going to really connect. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's just my truth. So, but he could have came around, but see, I got to look at his emotional maturity. So it's like, we both just like big dumb kids doing grown people shit.
Not truly.
And it's like, all right, you know what? I take accountability. But even that night, I told him, like, after I told him in the car, on the phone, the situation, I sent him the ultrasound and everything. He panicking, he flipping out. And I put up on him later that night. He going completely off. Remind you, I don't know him outside of sex. So to see him with all these emotions threw me off. Nigga, I'm eating some pineapples with the Bible in my hand. I'm like, fuck you. Like, he going off. I'm talking about, you don't know your body. AP. Now, that's my AP. That's my, you know what I'm saying? You gonna tell me you don't know your body? Then he'll calm down and be like, well, you know, things do happen. Like, just going in and out like a psychopath. I'm like, those be the ones with the good meat. So I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take it. Like, he going on, and he'll go up and down.
Wait, hold on now.
But I said to that, you said we free. You said we free, nigga. Like,
we are free. We can't just tuck that in there.
I'm just gonna tell the truth.
Like that didn't happen.
I'm just saying it did.
You saying the crazy ones got the good meat.
That's what it is, because I'm something's wrong. He's something's wrong up here. But he know how to work. And
he knows how to maneuver. Okay.
So I'm just like, all right, cool, you know. So he going off up and down. And mind you, I'm quiet, just eat my pineapples. Midway, this is how I knew something was wrong with him.
Wait, you're at his house eating pineapples?
No, I'm sitting out in the driveway.
Okay.
We're in the driveway.
Oh my God.
And he in my car, and I'm eating my pineapples.
Right.
And he going off, and midway, after going off and going up and down with his emotions, he was like, the pineapples sure do look good. And it wasn't because I was eating. I think it's what I was eating.
He's toxic.
I'm just like,
he's toxic.
You sick. I'm like, oh my God. What did I get myself into?
That's a crazy move. That's a crazy move. Hold on. Them pineapples sure do look good.
Oh, I'm literally.
Switch.
Literally.
We're going somewhere else.
And then go back to laying me out. And I'm just like, you know, he's going off about, you know, his career and things like that. I'm like, look, I never wanted no problems. I hate that this turned out the way that it did. You know, I'm 12 weeks at the time. So, you know, fast forward from the 8 weeks. And, you know, I'm 12 weeks by the time I get to his situation. I mean, to him. And he's like, you know, I'm about to go do this. I'm like, listen, I want you to win. Yeah. This is not an issue about me trying to get in the way of what you got going on. I don't want your money. I don't want you. I just want to keep my baby in peace. Literally.
Yeah.
That's why when I see these new girls trying to keep a baby that a man don't want, it's all right, cool. Respect his choice, but let him be. Right. So when you try to take him to court, bitch, you being shiesty. I don't respect women like that. I'm never taking him to court.
When he told you how he felt.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you can say what you want. This need to be clear. You can say what you want to say about me. The situation started off a little messed up. First, I was never intentional. It was never personal. It happened the way that it did. I took accountability. I owned up like a woman. But I never ever wanted no money from either one of them niggas. Nothing. I just wanted my baby. Because let's really get to the nitty gritty. I was suicidal before I ever found out I was pregnant. That was just something I was wrestling within myself before I even got my place. So I finally felt like things were looking up for me. And so you got to realize the moment I found out I'm like, oh shit, like, all right, cool.
Right.
This plus sign might be positive, like to stay around a little bit longer. Cause I'm like, that's one thing that's looking up, but the rest, I'm like, what I'm gonna do with my life? Right. So by the time I found out, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna be a mother and I'm gonna figure everything else out. So then hearing the negative feedback from both of them, but more so the main one, it's just like, wait a second, like I'm not your enemy. Like I'm not keeping the baby to hurt you. I'm not doing none of those things. I definitely still to this day hate how everything panned out. Yeah. But it was never intentional. It was never, I'm gonna wake up, oh yeah, I wanna, no, it just happened. Like, first off, you pulled out every time we did it at night. So it's just like, I don't even know, for real.
It's just strong. It's just acidic.
I mean, we did a lot in one night. We was like some rabbits. We did it. Back to back.
Whoa.
Yes. And so, yes.
That's why.
That's he put out every time. He put out every, and then I went to go get out.
He did.
No, yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. How you tell me?
He didn't.
He would take me off. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did. How you tell me?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he got me blocked. I can't call him, but he got me blocked.
Of course. I'm telling you, he did.
Okay, whatever.
There's no way.
Okay. But
he's not that good.
He's
not that good.
He's not that good.
No,
what you mean?
He's not that good.
That isn't what?
With the
pulling out. Oh, okay. No. Well, maybe I don't know.
No.
But yeah. So
because I'm getting I'm locked up. Oh.
But listen, I did. I feel like maybe when you ride and a little bit of shoot up, so I'm like maybe because
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, there was a point where the show was still going, but it was something happening behind the scenes when he done shot about 3 silent bullets.
Wow.
He done shot about 3. I'm telling you.
Wow, we did 7 rounds.
Yeah,
I remember. Yep, 7 rounds that night, and then the first. That's what I'm like. You got to remember. Okay, so the very first time we checked, that was months before that, and that was 5 rounds. So it was just like iconic in my mind. Like,
really?
Yes. Like I know what I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like that night 7.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm big on numbers, dates, times, all those things. I know all the technicalities of any situation. That's why when everything panned out, I'm like, hold on, listen. It was never on no sloppy mess. It was just like I had no idea that I was pregnant. So it was like, okay, by the time I found out, and then I seen the ultrasound, I'm like, okay, cool. This is that. And I was just honest.
Okay, so baby girl or baby boy?
Girl.
Okay, so why would you bring little Pooski into a home without a father?
I told you. After, seeing the plus sign, with me wrestling with me wanting to still be here, I felt like it was for me. I felt like she was for me. But then, I look back, like I told you, I'm big on emotional maturity now and having that intelligence to see, like, I should have thought about it from her point of view, but I didn't. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
I didn't. It was about, I'll still want to be here. All right, cool. I'm going to raise her. But I wish I could have gone back and seen it from her angle.
Yeah. Because
now I'm living it. And it's like, dang, she don't deserve that. Yeah. I just lay back and look at like, she don't deserve that. But that's on me. That's where I take the accountability at. That's where I I tell women, slow down. Like, know who you are laying with. Like, that one night stand stuff is not, like, safe.
It's not.
Even though he may be like a decent person or like everything may be good below, you got to think about the up top.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, at the time, I didn't think that far.
Yeah.
So I refuse to hold myself hostage to a place that I'm not in anymore or that mental space.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can throw all the fiery darts at me, it won't touch me because I've learned, I've grown, I've taken accountability, and I am who I am today because of those things. Okay. That's why I can laugh.
Oh, we could talk about this topic forever because I have many
It's
questions. So
much more, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll move though. So you're in this spot where you are basically in this dark place. You're pregnant, you're by yourself. You have chosen to keep this child.
Yes.
And the Lord sends you the message to start posting.
Yeah.
Right, and become Worldwide Speaks.
Yes.
Okay, what's the next move after that?
I'm still trying to figure that out. That's it.
That's it.
I mean, I'm still speaking. I'm waiting for the doors to be open.
Yeah.
I refuse to go at him. As you can see, that's why when you talk about impulsivity, I'm like, I've been there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, give yourself grace, take your time. When it comes to make a decision, just be slow on them.
Yeah.
And think about it from all angles. As you can tell, I'm valid. That's why a lot of my content, I'm like, I've lived it. I may not say it like from a first point of view, but I've lived it. I know what I'm talking about.
I think your passion radiates through your videos as well. Like you can tell this isn't coming from ChatGPT or like a script that you've written out. This is truly coming from a lived experience. And like this, it's probably what the Lord placed on your heart that day. So once you have your child, you're posting these videos to Instagram, TikTok. When does it start to take off for you? When do you realize that you're really impacting lives for real? Because you are.
21, 20. I went on the Shade Room twice in 2023. But I started really seeing numbers probably like a year later on Facebook. Remind you, I already deleted my Facebook.
They try to sleep on Facebook.
Yeah, I'd already deleted my Facebook.
Did you?
I already deleted it.
Money on that.
I always tell people to go where your favor is. Follow your favor. Everybody's favor isn't on like the same website.
Very true.
So my favor took off on TikTok.
Okay.
And it took off on Instagram probably like a year later. But yeah, I couldn't follow the money. I had to follow the favor. And I'm doing numbers in places I'm not at anymore. And God was showing me, I'm gonna put your name in rooms where your feet have not stepped in.
Yeah.
That's why when you keep saying you had my stuff for 6 months, I'm like, dang, I wonder who else. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just go. And when God was calling me, first off, God had been calling me for about 10 years. I was 23 when
What's
that mess.
that call like?
I mean, he was coming at me through prophets and churches. I mean,
Really?
he was like really bold with it.
Yeah.
Literally. So I'm 23 when that mess happened in 2020. But about, 14, 15, and 16, that age, he was just calling and calling. I'm like, who is this? What is it? What do you, I mean, I'm a teenager. Like, I'm intrigued with everything else. I'm like, what do you, you know what I'm saying? I didn't answer. So I feel like that situation, I know, like, was like his wake up call. Like, look, I'm gonna let you get yourself into some mess. And you're gonna see, like, hey, I have better for you. And it's crazy how you could be at your wit's end and he'll show you, I've been there the whole time.
Yeah.
You just wasn't trying to see me or look at me or listen to me.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. Let's take a moment and pause. Y'all, I'm bringing a new segment to you, okay? Listen, come here. Come in close. I want to talk to all my brothers out there. Listen, all the young ladies watching, I want you to just stay right there for 1 second. Give me about 30 seconds. I want to put my brothers on because I know, you may, my dad said it like this, you may be smoking that loud, but you don't have to smell like it. Listen, this is our fragrance of the day. All right. I'm bringing y'all a cost-effective option because I'm not going to lie. I got the elixirs at the crib, okay? It's some stuff that you just cannot get. But this, come on, let's get a close-up of it, team. Hold up. This All Saints Ravage Rose. See, this is good if you're going around a young lady. You spray a little. She like, what is that? Oh, you smell like rose petals. Absolutely. It's a nice little fresh fragrance. Get a little bit of this. Smell this real fast. Hold up. Let me know. We getting a live review.
Okay. It smells very rich. Very rich. It's not too loud.
It's not.
But it's also not silent either.
You can smell it.
I like it. Is that a gift or something?
Huh?
Is that a gift?
For who?
Me, because I like it.
Oh, no.
It's not unisex? Is it unisex?
It can be.
Okay.
But like, do you want it to be a gift?
I mean, what it was in your heart, what God put on your heart. Because I like that. I really, look, he didn't pay me, so I like that.
No, see, I'm putting y'all on right now. Listen, fellas, this is good to layer with fragrances. This can be used as a base. You put on a nice, clean laundry, rose-smelling, floral-smelling fragrance, and then over it, you can put something a little more fruity over it, But I'm just trying to put you on, okay? Like, y'all don't got to be out there smelling bad. I've smelled y'all, some of y'all. It's not good. Y'all got to get that on lock, okay? We can't keep doing this in 2025. If you're going to be watching this podcast, I'm going to tell you right now, don't watch this podcast until you have showered, okay? I don't even want you to come on the YouTube, on the Spotify, wherever you're watching or listening. I don't want you to come on this platform watching me smelling and looking how I'm looking and you not smelling and looking accordingly. We are a unit, okay? I'm saying this because I love you. Ravage Rose, All Saints. Go check them out. It's my little cologne of the day. You got to put the fellas on. They don't really be knowing, especially the young guys. I was talking to my dad. He was like, you need to put them on. You be smelling so good. I got like 50 colognes at the crib. So that's my new thing. I hope y'all go buy it. I think it's like $63 too. Cost effective. Come on, get in with me now. I have a question for you. And this is something I feel like, what time is it, guys?
We've been vibing.
Yeah.
It's 2:28.
Jesus. Okay. I have a question for you. And this is something that I think is true because I have seen it happen over and over again, right? Why do you think women hate other women?
Women don't hate other women.
Not true.
Women hate themselves and it projects onto other women. It's deeper than just simple, women hate other women. No, they hate themselves and it projects onto other women.
But
you can't hate without hating you.
But
think about it.
I am.
Pause. Say la.
Right, because if I say I hate how mean he is, that means I hate how nice I am?
No. If you say you hate how mean he is, you're hating what happened to you. Someone was mean to you. So that's why you hate when someone else is mean to the next person. It's ultimately something within you. It's not that you're mean. It happened to you. Someone was mean to you. So you see it happen to somebody else, or you see it in them. It's something in you that it recognizes like, dang, I know what that feels like. I've had somebody be mean to me. And you have that empathy for that other person that mean person is being mean to. Is that clicking?
So you think women, why do you think women hate themselves then?
I mean, for a lot of reasons. They could be just insecure, or how they grew up. How you grow up really plays a huge role in who you are today. How you grew up, how you were treated by your mother, by your father, a lot of things. I mean, it's not one reason.
Yeah. I posed this question to a friend of mine, and she said that oppression plays a major role in the crabs in a barrel mindset. And she says women hate other women because of men. You know, and it's Women's History Month. Let's clap it up for the women. Oh my God, man, you gotta love them. But she says, yeah, oppression plays a major role in the crabs in the barrel mentality. And she also says that I'm trying to, because she really got on me. She said I have to say it exactly how she said it. She said that it is because of men that women feel like they are that the pick-me culture exists, essentially. She says that men have always been, for lack of better words, the gatekeepers towards what women can do, even if we go back to years and years ago to when women couldn't vote and women couldn't do certain things. And she's which I kind of agree with her, but I wasn't really standing with her all the way on this topic. However, she was saying that women have been conditioned to receive approval from men. So the fact that women hate other women is because they want to be seen by either a man or a better man than the next woman.
Well, you can't, make a statement like that for all women. It's fatherless women that deal with that. Not all, but I'm with her. I understand what she's saying. But it's fatherless women.
I understand
that
what
deal
she's
with
saying.
It. You get what I'm saying? It's
Absolutely.
fatherless women.
Shout out Nevia. We love you, Pooh.
Complicated.
Huh?
Complicated Nivea.
No.
Oh, I'm about to say you.
No, who is that?
Oh, Complicated by Nivea.
No.
Oh, okay, we need to.
She's a singer?
Yeah.
We'll put it on once
Okay.
we finish up.
Okay.
So what are the next steps for you? Like, where do you want to grow to and grow into rather in these coming years of your life? Like, what do you want your reach to look like? Do you want to start a business? I think you have started some things as far as like mentoring with
yes,
with social media.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
I started my one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Like once I seen,
You doing
how
numbers.
much I was impacting people, I'm like, okay, you know what? People want to talk to me one-on-one. They were like, listen, I cannot wait for the DMs because there's so many people in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I refuse to just, make a video and then talk to a few people and then, I run out of energy. And it's just like, listen, I need time for myself. So if I just set out a time where you can book and things like that, let's make it clear. Ain't nobody paying for my gift. The gift is free. You're paying for my time because my time is valuable.
It's just the time.
Period. That's it.
Period.
So it's just like, when you book that, I promise you, like, I always have my sessions for like a few months and I take them back off. But I have people from when I first started that are still, when my sessions are like not on the site, they'll DM me and be like, hey, I need you. The impact is real.
Yeah.
On the phone. You know what I'm saying? Not just in the videos.
Yeah.
Because anybody can make a good video go viral. Anybody can sound good. Anybody, get on that phone with me. Yeah. I really let God use me.
And they need you for what exactly?
Oh, I mean, whatever. Like, I'm open for whatever. I'm not like one of those, we got to talk about this. I've had people come to me with real life issues, personal problems, whatever. It's confidential. Like I say on my site, it's very confidential. And you're free. I've had a wide range of moments, but
Yeah.
I'm there and I'm like, God, because I have my phone muted and I'm like, all right, God, what we gonna say to this individual?
Yeah.
Because every problem is unique.
It is.
And it's just like, okay, when you go to the problem solver and I'm just giving you, because you got to realize a lot of people struggle with hearing God for themselves.
Yes,
they
do.
struggle. And it's like, all right, cool. If I got to give and I can help you hear him for yourself, all right, cool. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you.
Do you think, I guess that would be helping people hear him. I was going to say, like, you can't help people hear him, but you can give them the tools to hear him, is what I was going to say. But
everything.
Yeah.
I can help you hear him, tools or whatever. You got people that have called or that I've called that can't hear him, but they're still struggling, like, with making a decision, guidance. So it's like many different things. So it's not just one one thing that I'm doing. No, I'm just saying many different, and I'm there. Like I want to be used to the fullest capacity.
Yeah, I think with helping people, it's definitely a gift. It's definitely a calling. But I think it's especially when you become inundated with like people to help and like problems.
Inundated. What does that mean?
Inundate, like overwhelmed. Yeah, with like people to help. I love that you asked that. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of people,
like I know.
People don't be asking like what I mean. They just be
I've been
acting
humbled.
like they know.
When God humble you and bring you to your lowest,
Yeah,
it's like ask.
yeah.
I would rather look like a fool for asking than act like I know. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you. Y'all know my situation, so I didn't been humble.
We know.
And people talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm putting myself out there.
But when you become overwhelmed with people to help, I think it's easy to lose sight of like what you need.
Yes.
So how do you focus on replenishing yourself? How do you? Of course, it's through like convening with the Lord. But how do you know like really when to pull back and like fill your cup back up all the way so that you can pour back into others?
You can feel it. I mean,
Yeah.
you just started like you'll get drained or
Yeah.
you feel irritated. So you gotta realize I have a child too. So it's
Yes.
not just me. Like
Yeah.
she pulls on me.
Of course.
And like she needs me.
She needs you.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So it's just like having that balance. So I have my sessions for the morning time while she's at school. I primarily like to do my sessions during the day, and then like at night it's all her. You get what I'm saying? And the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, I'm iffy about because it's like all day is her, and I try to make sessions for like nighttime while she's asleep. You know what I'm saying? If I have the energy, but I'll know when I need to totally shut it down.
Yeah.
So I'll just feel that nudge and things like that, and I don't rely on any of those as my sources, like my main source of income. God has to be my total source.
Come on.
Because if you rely on that, you will. You know how many people are dead preaching, dead teaching, they're dead.
Yeah.
And it's just like you have no kind of life inside of you.
Yeah.
So it's like when you see me, it's like that's God's spirit. That ain't me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I've me and my mentor, we talk about it sometimes, how there's a plethora of preachers who have the skill set still, but no longer have the anointing.
I'm about to hang up.
And then, yeah. And I think it's easy to become really skilled with the skills that you have. It's easy to put on the show. Like I know how to everybody lift your hands.
Yes.
Like you know how to put the voice on.
Yeah.
But where's the real power coming from? And I think once you become so big from like what God has given you, it is easy because of just how the flesh works.
Yes.
It is easy to be like, oh, well, look at what I can do. Look at what, like, that I would find when I was younger, I would find myself at times coming on set like, oh, what's the lines? I don't need it. I got it. You know, but then I had to remind myself that I'm not here because of the skill. I'm here because of a bigger reason.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even here. Most of the times I'm not on a set to serve the character. I'm here on the set to serve one of the grips or the crew members who may be going through something, who may be dealing with suicidal thoughts. And I'm meant to pray for you, you know? So it's just every time I walk into a place, just trying to identify what is my objective here, my divine objective that the Lord has prepared for me in this place. You know, like I know what I'm here to do in the physical, but we already know the Bible says, for we do not fight against flesh and blood, but against principalities. So what am I here to do in the spiritual realm? You know, I think this was a fantastic conversation. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Yeah, I did want to say, ladies, if you don't want that baby, leave that man alone.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I keep saying, I did not know how common that, like, my situation was. And that's why I'm like, I want to talk about it now. I'm ready to come. I feel healed enough and ready enough. I apologize to both of them. And we're cordial. We're me and the other one cool, but the other one, whatever. So it's just like, I didn't, took accountability, apologized and everything. I look niggas dead in the eye.
Right.
And I just tell the truth. And it's just like, these women, I'm like, y'all help us ain't hitting no nothing, trapping these rappers and athletes and stuff. Y'all know what y'all want.
And I think what a lot of women don't realize is with a particular set of men, it depends on what your dating pool is. But with like a decent man, if you really just keep it 1,000, you will get everything that you want. Like if you make somebody feel like they have to do something, they will not do it just because like, well, now I feel like I owe you this. Like I don't like that. We're all grown. That's when pride starts to rise up. But if it's just like, hey, this is what it is. This is what I feel like doing. It's like, well, how can I accommodate? How can I help you? And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like they feel like they have to get it with force. And I think what's so fantastic about being a believer is the Lord challenges you to lay that down. Like you can't force this. You can't fight for this. That's not even your job.
Yeah.
Because then what is God supposed to do? You know? So I think it's just much easier, like just being like, hey, I have no expectations here. Like even the way you approach the situation, although crazy, I would say you handled it in a fantastic manner, because you was just like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, and you feel free to choose whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
No expectation.
Like I don't. It really hurts my mind
Yes.
when I analyze these situations when the man has made it clear and things like that. If women have a choice, why can't men have one? And this isn't pick me. I'm in the situation. I'm currently living it.
Yeah.
So when I would talk about certain things, I'm living this. Like I'm not taking this man to court. Like I literally made a video 2 years ago. I was prompted by the Spirit to make a video telling women, take him off child support if you don't need it. Oh, they went off.
Oh my God.
They went off. And I'm like, now, if you were married and things like that, I think the court automatically puts you on there. But I'm talking to the women that you knew he didn't want that seed. And you did it anyway. I don't know why what was your purpose? Now, it's one thing if you need it, all right, cool. But if you don't, go and get it. Like, get a job. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not bothering that man. Still to today, I'm not bothering him. I'm not bothering you.
Yeah.
You said what you said. You made your choice. I respect it. That's not right to sit here and mess up your finances or your career when I knew what you had going on. And the intention was to never even get this far with you. Don't you think I'm irritated?
Yeah.
Every time I see her, she look just like him.
Oh my God, you look like your dad.
Literally, like I'm permanently humbled. Like that's why I'm permanently humbled. I'm like, oh, like, all right, cool. I wasn't supposed to get that far.
Oh man,
007 supposed to be the daddy.
007, Bond.
But it's like, all right, cool. Like that happened the way it did. I'm like, God, the best lesson to extract out of everything. People got free will and respect it.
Yeah.
Don't try to, what I'm saying? That's witchery when you try to manipulate people's free will.
Yeah. Using
the court. Don't do that. Like if you want to give me money, no, listen. But if you don't want to, I understand.
Right.
I'm gonna go and get it. Yeah. The heart is open. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay though, because I want you to have a choice. I want you to want to do it. And if you don't want to, that's fine.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's okay. Like, ladies, give him a choice. Don't manipulate the situation. That's wrong. You see, as fucked up as mine was, I still respected everybody's choice that came into play. Yeah. I didn't even go like be ready to be done, but it was more to the bond situation. I'm like, a lot of things I'm leaving out just for time's sake. But
of course,
it's like, all right, cool. Respect. And I matured so much after that. What I didn't have before, I had after that and more now.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? I don't block no more. Like when I tell you, I
really?
repent for blocking. I'm free from the blocking spirit.
Oh no.
Nobody blocked on social media. Nobody blocked in my phone. I was queen blocker. But then once I released that control, I released that fear, I released that pain. I'm so honest. I was honest before.
Yeah.
I took accountability. Oh wow. I love it. I love it. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I fucked up. I'm wrong. I shouldn't have did it.
It was my
fault.
Was
wrong. Think what you want to think. It's okay. I'm free. Yeah. If you want to hold me hostage to a version I once was, that's on you. You never cared for me anyway. But look at me today. I'm a star. I'm a woman. I'm an amazing mother.
And that's why I don't block. Because you're going to have to see this greatness. You're going to have to look at me. You're going to have to see what we're doing. You're going to have to be coaxed by just this elevation that's going on around me. You can't experience it, but you can be a viewer, a commenter, if you will.
I like that.
Before we leave, we got to talk about when I'm coming over to the house for a plate.
Woo! Is you ready?
Oh yeah, okay. I am ready.
Okay.
Because how did that whole thing start? Have you always been a cooker?
Yes.
Like. Okay.
I actually, have always had like a little thing for cooking because I had to realize food is high. Yeah. Fast food is high, so I got to get in the kitchen.
Yes.
But I really started getting into the different meals and things like that as I got older. So it's just like, okay, I'm going to incorporate what I naturally like to do and just start making videos.
Yeah.
So with the cooking with Kaya thing, it's just like she naturally being herself, shaking a tail and serving
But that's
food.
her.
Yeah, and I love that.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to take it and do what I do.
Right.
My old school music, looking pretty, I'm going to do that.
Hey, Papa.
Literally.
What's
Bonjour, Papa.
Oh, ooh.
Bonjour, Papa.
Do you really speak French?
Just what I learned from Google.
For the sake of the video.
Okay. Not for the sake of the video, just like little things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What made you add that?
I like the cosplay. I like a little cosplay.
Okay.
Switch it up now.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Sorry.
Okay. I know you.
I've been delivering a set.
I know you.
Them chains calling.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know you.
I come a long way.
Okay. So because I saw on your page.
You can imagine how I used to be good.
Oh my God.
I'm a woman at the well.
Oh, woman at the well. I love that story.
Yes.
but it was on your page. I think it was some butter biscuits.
From scratch? That's me, baby.
Butter biscuits.
Yes.
Have y'all seen that meme?
Yes.
When the dude on My 600-Pound Life is like, butter biscuits.
Oh, no, I ain't seen it.
Oh, my God.
No,
you gotta see it. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, so
I can make you what you want. Just tell me.
Anything.
Literally, I can make some meatloaf, some homemade macaroni and cheese, some collard greens, whatever you want. Cornbread, I can do the cornbread muffins or, the square, whatever you tell me, and I got you. Literally. And you can review it. I'm telling you, it's good.
I sent some content in the works.
I cook with love. I'm patient. Everything that I've learned throughout my life, I put into my food. I take my time. I love everything that I've been through, honestly.
Yeah.
I used to hate. I'd be like, why you let this happen?
Yeah.
That's why Jesus told the disciples, you don't understand now, but later you will. I understand. I like it. Kind of humiliating, kind of embarrassing, but that's everything he went through. He was here. So it's just like that. Now I put myself through my situation, but it's just like, I'm glad because you say do it again.
Yeah.
You see one of them. That's it.
Yeah.
So I learned. And I'm proud that I learned, and I can help other women.
Yeah,
it's deeper than don't even get to that situation where you have to choose. Watch who you sharing your body with. If you struggle with waiting to marriage, ain't nobody judging you, but just be intentional on who you give it up to.
Yeah,
and that's just real because you can't control. You need to be pushing purity. I mean, I am, but you can't control people.
Yeah,
and some people have problems.
Yeah,
so it's just like instead of judging them and forcing some, I'm gonna love them where they're at and say, just be careful. Try to take your time.
Yeah, real,
and that's just real.
Let everybody know where they can follow you, where we can
find me on TikTok, Instagram at Worldwide Speaks, and I'm on Threads too. I went viral a few times on Threads.
You went viral on Threads?
I made it on my little tweet thing.
How you do it?
Well, I mean, I just be speaking my mind.
Okay.
Because sometimes
I'll go viral on Threads then.
Literally, it's some things that I would not speak about that I would feel more comfortable typing out and articulating that way. And so, yeah, I do it like that.
I feel the same way about some things I want to say. I might need to thread it.
Yes, you need to thread it. But yeah, you can find me at Worldwide Speaks. I am she, I am her, the one and only.
Yes.
I thank you guys for listening. And, before you judge, just actually listen. If you judge, it's okay. You don't have no to put me in. Yes.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching once again. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace out.